Tip number 3, do you need, as the respondents counsel, do you need to file a protective cross appeal? And do you have time to file a protective cross appeal? Now, the time limit to file a protective cross appeal is extended by 20 days after the clerk serves a notice of filing a notice of appeal. But it turns out the grounds for a protective cross appeal are fairly narrow. I don't think I've ever had a situation like this as a respondent. It's where the Superior Court vacates a judgment or grants a new trial or judgment NOV. In that instance, a respondent has to file a protective cross appeal just in case the judgment is reversed. Or I should say, the order, the JNOV. In case the judgment's vacated.
I have seen this come up before. I've seen this come up before in reviewing a potential appeal, and the situation is where you're so happy that the judge has granted your JNOV, and you get to be the respondent on appeal, not the poor pitiable appellant fighting the desperate battle to get the JNOV reversed. And so, as the successful prevailing party on the JNOV, you forget that lurking underneath that victorious JNOV is that dirty, mean old judgment on the verdict where the jury had decided against you. And you'd like to think that mean old judgment on the verdict is gone and the court fed it into the shredder and it'll never resurface again. But no, it's still lurking there. And if your JNOV goes away on appeal, what do you think is going to take its place but that mean old judgment on the verdict? So that's when you will be sorry if you did not take a cross appeal from that underlying judgment, because if the JNOV goes away, then you're going to want the court to review the judgment on the verdict and say that it was defective for X, Y, and Z reason.
You have just listened to the California Appellate Podcast, a discussion of timely trial tips and the latest cases and news coming from the California Court of Appeal and the California Supreme Court. For more information about the cases discussed in today's episode, our hosts, and other episodes, visit the California Appellate Law Podcast website at calpodcast.com. That's calpodcast.com. Thanks to Jonathan Caro for our intro music. Thank you for listening, and please join us again.